Hello, welcome to Gardener's World and the Royal Horticultural Society's Malvern Spring Festival. Now, the show is celebrating its 30th year this year, and I've been coming to about 25 of them because this is my local show, and we'll be bringing you as much of it as we possibly can, as well as getting behind the scenes and seeing some of the journeys that led to these glorious floral exhibits and show gardens. For me, Malvern is a celebration of spring and all the wonderful plants that are daily filling our gardens with more and more colour.
Malvern is an absolute magnet for nurseries from all over the country who come here to show us their wares. I can't wait to see what floral delights are in store.
I'm here for the plants too, and I'll be looking for inspiration inside the floral marquee.
And I'll be taking a closer look at the show gardens and some great design ideas you can use at home.
Yesterday, I was lucky enough to get a sneak preview of the floral marquee. It was a hive of activity as the stall holders attempted to create stunning displays to attract the attention of the visitors and, of course, impress the judges. Well, as ever, the floral marquee is packed to the rafters with incredible displays. But this year, some of the stands have really pulled out all the stops. Marcel, your display is the first thing that's caught my eye. I mean, why the ship?
Well, basically, the reason we chose the ship was the first clematis came in from Spain back in 1569, and that gave us the inspiration.
I think it's a beautiful way of showing them off. And, of course, people forget that there's a clematis in flower pretty much all year round, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, they start in December, January with Winter Beauty going right on to Sir Rosa Freckles and loads of clematis in between.
Yes. I love the little Coriana there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, Ben's Beauty is exquisite, isn't it? And they thrive on neglect, because that's how I like to treat my plants, as you can see.
Nice and easy. Well, I have to say, I'm tempted by that, but I've just spotted Clematis Charlotte, and I think, given the news this week and the new royal baby, it's got to be Charlotte, hasn't it? I mean, will that take a bit of shade?
It's fantastic. Flowers for you in April, May, and again in August, September time. But if you give it a bit of shade, that blueness comes right through it.
I know you're setting up now, but would you put one aside for me, and I'll come back tomorrow with my cash and get one of those.
Thank you.
Well, this is such an innovative and colourful display. It's really glorious. And it's celebrating the fact that now so many of us buy our plants mail order. So this is the sort of thing that arrives through the post, and then you get all this colour. It's about the promise of these plants. But also, there are stories here with individual plants. So, for example, we've got a lovely Scilla here, Scilla peruviana. And you'd think with that name that it's come from Peru. In fact, it hasn't. It's come from southern Spain, but it was on a ship called the Peru. Now, it needs a really hot, dry position, and I think I've got the perfect spot for it at home. So, Alan, have you got any of these Scillas here? I know they're mail order as well, but have you got any?
We have just a few in pots on the sales table. If you hurry, I'll save you one.
Fantastic. I'll come back tomorrow morning. Put one aside for me.
OK,
I won't disturb you anymore, because I know you've got to get on and the judges are coming. When Malvern opens its gates to the public, it's clear that I'm not the only one who can't resist the floral delights on display here.
Woo! Look at that. It matches you, you know. You look perfect together. That's beautiful. Isn't that lovely? It's a glorious lavender. I've never seen it before.
No, me neither, me neither. I've got other lavender, but I just thought that looked so different that it was worth trying
Having a go.
Yes.
Where did you get them from?
From the Floral Pavilion.
Well, I'm right on my way there, no. I might be tempted. I'm a bit envious.
Now, it's not just splendid flowers that are attracting people here at Malvern. There are also really good show gardens, often made by young designers who go on to become much better known, and I really like this one. It's called The Bee's Knees, and it's focusing on the need of bumblebees in particular, and bees and pollinating insects in general, and showing how you really can make a difference on the plants that you choose. You have here Mediterranean herbs, with the lavender at the moment attracting the bees, but very soon when the thyme flowers and rosemary and marjoram, they'll just pull the pollinators in like a magnet. But it doesn't have to be specialized. You can see a wide range of planting, the sort of thing that you would be able to do in any garden anywhere in this country at this time of year, ranging from the alliums to the Cirsium rivulari. We've got poppies, geums, nepeta, making a lovely jumble of flower. Now, what all these plants share are two characteristics. The first is that they're simple in shape, so that makes them very accessible for the bees. And the second is that they are all rich in pollen and nectar. And some of our plants, particularly the more showy ones, have been bred to such an extent that they've lost the power to make much pollen or nectar. And it's very easy to provide that in a garden, very important too, because our wildflowers are diminishing all the time. So it means that wherever you are, you can make a garden that is attractive to us, but also really attractive to bees too. Show gardens can inform, they can inspire, they can entertain, but whatever you think of them, they all share the same amount of work and skill that it takes just to bring a garden here. And last week, Jo went along to visit a previous gold medalist to see how her preparations for this year's show were going.